Something I have been thinking about, and most importantly, let's step away from the Power Wash Simulator 2 Adventure Time DLC background footage. But the thing I found interesting is, there was something I was watching or reading, I can't remember what it was, but with Clair Obscur Expedition 33's endings, with Maelle's and Verso's, there is so much that went into those endings. Because the one I chose, I mean, spoilers ahead if you haven't played it, but the thing I found interesting is I went with Verso's ending because to me the most logical choice for me was Verso, because if I saw my sister, and if I wasn't real and I saw my sister, going through it, I would rather have them not be in the canvas and suffer and potentially die within the canvas itself. I don't think even part of my soul would see that they can't do that. But, I mean, that's not why I'm here to talk about. The main reason what I want to talk about is Maelle's ending. When Verso dies in the real world from that fire, which completely messes up Alicia's face, leaves that giant scar where she can't speak, she can't do anything about it. Then if you look at the whole family dynamic, how it changes after Verso's death, let's go from the top to the bottom. The father, I can't believe I'm blanking on his name. I cannot figure out his name. I don't think that's the right place to start. Let me go the other way around. Let me start from the bottom to the top. Alicia is most affected by it, as I just said, with, the burned face, the voice unable to speak and everything. Then we can move to the next person in the family, Clea, where she has gone more isolated, more, solitude, more alone from the rest of the family. Then the mother, Aline, she goes into Verso's last canvas, grieving over her son, trying to deny it happened. And the father, as I said, I can't believe I'm blanking on his damn name. It's kind of annoying me right now, is just trying to hold the family together. But the biggest problem is Maelle, or Alicia, I should say, is not feeling loved. She's not feeling cared for. And it feels like everything is her fault. So when you inevitably look at both endings and you see what happens in Maelle's ending, where she stays in a place where she is loved, she is cared for, and everything she doesn't have in the real world. Because when you play the game where he wants his daughter to return, leave the canvas so we can destroy it and everything, it's something hard for her to accept, because this world is everything she loves and cares for. Gustav dying at the beginning of the game, I hated it. Even I was the one playing it. So when she is inevitably faced with the choice of either leaving the canvas, leaving the world that cares and loves for her, or joining the real world where no one cares, no one inherently loves her because she sees her as the problem, it becomes something hard for me to accept which one was the better ending, because both of them are both valid in their own ways. And even I have some points where I see this world and I'm like, I'm not loved, I'm not cared for. It's really hard for me to get out of that headspace, but I do see it. But it's like when I see my friends and family kind of acting a little differently, seeing little small things that they don't even realize, it makes it hard for me not to think that. And I do really empathize with Maelle's ending, because it's like, some days I would rather go into a world that actually loves me, that actually cares for me, than actually be in this real world, even if that means my death. That has just been something I've been tossing around for the last few weeks, maybe a month when this comes out. It's been something I've been really tossing around with, because it's like, neither ending are inherently good or bad. It really depends who you are with the choices and everything you see with this game. That is why I find both endings interesting. And when I say it like this, my heart goes to Maelle, but my head goes to Verso's. You see the huge... Give me a second, I got hiccups. But do you see the huge contradiction between the two? Do you see how one's based in emotions and the other one's kind of more logical? To me, I'm not saying this is for everyone. I'm not saying, whatever else. For you, it could be the other way around. It's just something more interesting that no matter how it is, it's kind of like it is a tough choice to make, no matter what happens, whatever happens, because I was fortunate enough to experience both endings to see how both things goes. And the most important detail I noticed in Maelle's ending is everyone lives. Everyone is alive. Gustav, Sophie, everyone who got gommaged, everyone who pretty much died is, back on Lumiere living a life. Even Verso, where Verso was defeated at the end of her ending, then, once you get to the piano scene and everything, how he is just sitting there hesitating, starting stroking any of the keys or anything. He is visibly much older than what he is in the game where you just saw him. So I think it's a really interesting ending. I think both of them are completely valid no matter what side of the coin you're on. And I hate to say it, I am loving Expedition 33. There is so much to love about this game. All the little details, every little thing, all the foreshadowing, all the so much about this game is worth loving, worth, looking at. Even taking a moment like this video to sit down and just talk about it is such love and care into a game that I'm so glad that Sandfall Interactive has made. Because without this game, I don't know what I'd say would have been my game of the year last year. It would have been tough between Doom the Dark Ages and Clair Obscur. But it was such a beautiful game, and I just wanted to come down, sit down, talk about it, and I want to know what your thoughts were about both of the endings for Clair Obscur. So either way, thank you very much for listening to me ramble for the last however long it's been, and I hope to see you again next time. Take care.